So it's the 31st of October. We're arriving at the end of this those video sessions about everything that has to do with Halloween. And for this session, I chose to talk about ghosts, which seems appropriate since we're the 31st and it's Halloween night. And what I wanted to say about ghosts, there's a lot of things to say. So I'm going to try to just like break it down in small bits and short bits. What is interesting to know is that ghosts do exist, yes, and sometimes you can experience different things happening to you, different experiences. Like you move into a house, for example, and this house, you feel like there are presences, or you even see something, you see someone, you see people, and this happens because when you leave this game and you still have a channel open to this world, to this playing world, you're kind of in the limb. You're not here, but you're not on the other side. What we call the other side, going back to your player, to your gamer. You still have links here because, for example, there's something that you think is not done here, or there's a relationship that is not done, or whatever, or you don't even know, like, for example, you don't believe in anything, you're dead, and now you're like, okay, what's happening? And what happens then is that it's like when you take something that's moving really fast, take an object that's moving really, really fast, you don't see it. And for ghosts, it's the same thing. It's like they're on a different dimension and they're moving really, really, really fast. And for us, we don't see them. So what they have to do to interact, if they still have the channel open and they didn't pass on the other side, they have to kind of densify themselves, which means move slower, so that they can interact with matter and interact with you, and so you can see them. That's why some ghosts you see very clearly, like a person in front of you, and you don't know it's a ghost until, for example, it disappears in front of you. And for some, you can see them, but not really good. And same, you can also, it's called raise your vibration, but it's more like having an open mind about things. And the more your mind is open and the less blockage you have, the more you can see other dimensions, and the more you will perceive other kind of energies that are moving faster. And there are different kind of experience you can have, and sometimes we think this is a ghost experience, but it's not necessarily that. You can also have experience with players or people that are on other dimensions, and you can see them, and it's because your mind is open enough. It's either that, or it can be energy that is stuck, information, I call it, that is stuck in like the walls, for example, or in a place, and you activate it just by being there. Because there's no coincidence. Once you choose a home and you go move into it, it's because that home was calling you, and you were calling that home in a sense because you had a same vibration. Meaning that's what happened in this house, you will activate by coming in, because it's what you're living inside of you. And this is what I want you to take from this video, is that it's the same, and it's the line that I've been following through all those videos. It always goes to what you have inside of you. If you are at peace with everything, you will attract a house that is really cool, and you will have like entities, like let's say from like, you could have even fairies. Fairies are also entities from other worlds that you can see and interact and have fun. And for example, you can have a plant and they can help you grow that plant and stuff like that. So it really depends on who you are right now. And what I want you to take from this video again is on this night of Halloween, on the 31st, what it would be interesting to do is see where you're at and what you're feeling inside and who you are. And if you are in a home that is, let's say, haunted, what you can do is just be like, okay, it's haunted, I feel presences, or I even see them, but it's okay, like they have a right to be here because there's something that's not done yet, and probably it's something it's always in link with you, even if it's not a family member or someone you know. It's something that resonates inside of you that this ghost or this entity or whatever has in common with you. So if it makes you vibrate something when you see that entity, it gives you a chill, or it moves something inside of you, try to look what it moves inside of you, because it's going to give you cool information. And the more you take this inside of you, like it's outside, but I can take it inside and see what's happening, the more you are okay with it and just flow with it, the more it's gonna appease thing and like this ghost can move on to other things, and you can attract other experiences that are, let's say, more fun and more cool. And it's always cool when you can go up and be aware of things that are not in our material world, because yes, ghosts can interact with our material world, and they can move stuff and do stuff, but it's not to hurt you. Basically, it's just because they're having this experience. They have left here, but they haven't gone totally on the other side, so there's still something that inside of them is not quite flowing. So look at yourself, look at what's not flowing in your life tonight, and it's easy to say, but sometimes it's easy to do too. Just like let it go. Everything can live. We're all part of the same thing. Just don't be scared. And yeah, have a nice Halloween and have a good night.